Yoga makes me a better person by questioning what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and taking a look at, as we will when we get to the asana pieces of integrating yamas and niyamas, about how I treat other people and how I treat myself. And how I treat myself and how that selfishness occasionally might affect other people in a way that could violate ahimsa, which is non-violence, because selfishness could be perceived as violence to other people. So when I start questioning my actions and what I'm doing and my words, and if you want to go to the level that I practice at, even my thoughts, and how the thoughts in my head could have an energetic exchange when we spend time together, that's what's changing my life, and that's how it's making me look at why I practice and what I'm practicing, and where I get stuck in my body, and where I might even fear some moksha liberation. The biggest benefits of yoga are mindfulness. Why am I going to put my foot behind my head without warming up my hamstrings and stretching my hips in any way whatsoever? Because I have an ego and I have desire. So if I can be aware of ego and desire, and then the yoga practice, if I stay committed to it, committed to me is 6 days a week on the mat, on the cushion, in some way bringing about a purposefulness and a mindfulness to moving in a way that is not how I used to. So my history is addiction. That doesn't mean I don't have addiction in my life, but slowing down long enough to pay attention to what I'm about to do, and then the questioning of, am I ready? Is it the right time? Like an act of metta, loving kindness, which is for you, but should also be for me. Is it loving? Is it kind? Is it truthful? Is it necessary? And then the big question that I think all people should be asking now, is it timely? My home practice is different from a studio practice, and I am one of those teachers who really likes to remember that I found teaching yoga because I was such a passionate student of yoga. So I continue to go to classes, and you might see me in your class, those of you that are teachers, just pop up, and I don't call people and say, hey, I'm coming to your class, is that okay? I just like to go in and do my practice and get on the mat. But I'm actually more competitive with myself and way sometimes too peak pose oriented in my home practice than I am when I go to the studio. In the studio and group classes, I'll look around at a couple of people, oh, thank you for sharing your beautiful practice, which for me is a way of honoring a parigraha, non-coveting, non-greed, the fifth yama, which we'll talk more about later. But when I'm at home, I still have those moments where I'm thinking, is this practice gonna, like, I'm getting older, 48 years old, is it gonna give me that sense of youth? And then the message that always comes is I can let go of that competition and just really begin to accept where I am.